I'm meteorologist Gary Lezak with Weather 2020. The weather pattern is setting up right now. Let's take a look in this report on October 18th, 2025. All right, here we go. Let's see what's happening. I got that wheel of weather spinning around. Is it going to land in the cold and dry spot or the drought spot? The rainy and cool spot? The many storms and flooding spot? Or a severe weather outbreak spot? Where will the ball drop? Dramatic atmospheric changes are in progress now. We typically have just one or two, maybe three more tropical systems after this date. And the LRC is continuing to evolve. What is it and what are we seeing in this first cycle? Last year's pattern, the pattern that is now over, produced this Hurricane Erin and Hurricane Humberto on September 27th, less than a month ago. So pretty interesting. These were 42 days apart. Last year's pattern was close to a 42-day cycle. So Weather 2020 predicted Humberto would likely happen after Erin happened. And actually 10 months before that. This season we've had Andrea, Barry, Chantal, Dexter, and then Hurricane Erin, Major Hurricane Erin, Fernand, then Major Hurricane Gabrielle, Major Hurricane Humberto, and Hurricane Imelda. And then three more tropical storms, Jerry, Karen, and Lorenzo. The next one, if we have one, will be named Melissa. There's some signs one could form in the next 10 days. But look, only one regular hurricane, three majors, and the rest just tropical storms. So a weird hurricane season is concluding. Right now in the tropics, we have, as you can see here, the system is going to go over some cooler weather and likely not materialize into anything significant. Still watching it. And then this development in the Caribbean, where there hasn't been a lot of activity this season. In fact, no development in this area yet. But there's a 30% chance of development, and we'll watch that here in the next 7 days. The weather pattern is cycling regularly. And what you're looking at here, here's the west coast of the United States. Here's the Mexico-USA border. And then there's the east coast. Here's Canada. And this is the flow at about 18,000 feet above us coming across the Pacific, forming into little dips and storm systems. This trough is swinging across the plains on this Saturday when I'm recording this. And it's picked up this disturbance. It's produced rain in Fayetteville, Arkansas for their college football game and others in Missouri, but it just barely misses Kansas City. So this trough is kicking out this storm. Very interesting pattern. All right, this is the pattern today when I'm recording this on October the 18th. Let's go to 1 week from today. Do you see the differences? There's a big ridge that's forming from the Texas Panhandle all the way up to Hudson Bay. A weak trough in the east, a possible tropical storm Melissa or Hurricane Melissa out there, and then we have this trough coming into the west and a strong jet stream across the Pacific. So the pattern's still evolving. What does all this mean? It means there's no major storms for a while longer. Today, there is a large slight risk from northeast Texas across Louisiana, Arkansas, southern Missouri for the potential large hail damaging winds and maybe a tornado or two. So we'll see how that sets up. This part of the pattern is going to return. So when we make a prediction and we tell you it's related to that system that came across October 18th, this is what we will be talking about in months from now. Just know that. But there is a risk today, and when we'll return, we don't know yet. Rainfall-wise, in the next 15 days, November 2nd, ending November 2nd, look at the GFS model. It has 2 to 5 inches of rain across parts of Missouri, extending up into western Indiana, and dry over Iowa and over the northeast New Mexico. So very wet in the Pacific Northwest. Now, here's the Euro AI model for the same time frame. Widespread 2 to 5 inches from Ohio back to Louisiana. Dry in southeast Colorado, northeast New Mexico. Last year was very wet out here. Very different pattern. And wet across the northern plains. So will this happen? We'll see. This is the outlook from the Euro AI. Again, Euro AI American model, you can see the differences here. Okay, so there's the GFS, American model, and Euro AI. Snowfall wise, 20 inches of snow finally in the ski areas. There's like no snow up here. Literally, I went up there and looked the other day, and there is no snow. Even on the peaks, there might be a patch or two of snow, and that's it. Well, in the next 15 days, 6 to 15 inches, maybe 20 inches of snow possible in some of the ski areas of Colorado and in the Wasatch Range of Utah, and then back over the Pacific Northwest and around Lake Tahoe. So the ski areas are going to start getting a little more snow in the next 15 days, the way things are looking. But the big question again is, where is the ball going to drop for the season? The weather pattern is still setting up. According to the LRC, the weather pattern, a unique weather pattern, sets up in the fall. October 15th and November 10th is a critical time frame, but all the way to November 30th, we're going to be learning some more, and sometimes it's dramatically more. So don't be too concerned if it's seemingly very dry in your area, but be a little concerned because we're now into the developing pattern, and we'll see where these storm systems start to hit and miss. Have a good weekend. I'm meteorologist Gary Lezak with Weather 2020.